Get a mic check here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Episode 2. Quick shift.
Quick shift.
I like the title now.
Scotty Wilson, Michael, Kevin, Dave in the booth. Gentlemen, we are in the we've exited the dog days of winter. All right, that winter gloom of playing games in February. Now the boys got to start turning it up. Now these deadline deals, they got to come together, and you got to start forming a team. All right, Patrick Kane in New York. I said, be careful what you wish for. It might be too early. All right, but we're seeing some growing pains. Tampa has lost 5 straight.
Brutal.
Scotty has started our episode 2 with Tampa Bay and their losing streak.
A package.
The Lightning have lost 5 straight and 8 of the past 10. That's fucking bad. What's the panic meter in Tampa? It's at a mid-level. All right.
If it was a terrorist watch list, what are we at? Red, orange,
No,
yellow?
no, yeah, we're at a yellow.
Yellow?
There's always terrorists around. You gotta be careful.
I would think, and based on nothing,
Yeah.
based on my zero experience in the NHL, I would think that they know they're going to come out of this.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, fellas, like, look, this is a bad stretch. They know they got to pull themselves out of it. Are they panicked over there? No, but they know they got to get it in gear. I mean, they're in the playoffs. It's all about positioning yourself for the run, right?
I'll say this: they'll probably win their last 8. They'll close out the season on an 8-game winning streak, and they'll be ready to go.
Right, or win 8 of their last 10, or 7 of the last 10.
Right now, it's about how long can it go on for, and what is Coop going to do to break it, or try and help the guys break it? Because ultimately, it's the guys in the room that have to break it. But Coop's, he's pissed, and he benches Cooch, he benches Stammer, and he
benched
benches
him?
Pointer. Yeah.
He
They didn't play a
He
whole
benched
period.
the line. He froze the line out for the whole period, or a specific. Did they play on the same line?
Sometimes.
Right.
Power play unit.
Yeah. They didn't
Yeah.
play. It's a big move.
Sending a message.
Going back to New York and Scotty's picks, I was 0 for 3. You liked my slips. I think you jinxed me.
I loved your picks.
Yeah, 0 for 3. But what do
You
you
call
think?
it slips?
Slips. Yeah.
He was asking me about my slips
Slips.
in Vegas. Slips.
What do you,
They are slips, by the way.
right.
They are, yeah. What do you think of Kaner's debut?
I thought he looked completely discombobulated. I thought he was ineffective. He was unimpressive.
Yeah. And we did some research. We did find out where he's at, right? Where he's living.
Yeah, listen, I stand corrected. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm a man to admit.
Yeah.
When he comes up on the wrong side of it, why would I know where Patrick Kane would stay? Sean's played for the Rangers in the NHL.
Where's he at?
He's in Tribeca.
He's in Tribeca. But the problem with this whole thing is, like, why did you guys doubt the origin story? That I was the origin of the movement and what made the shift.
I don't doubt that the origin. You have your origin story. I know you were early downtown.
No, but that's why everyone else is now.
I just thought Kaner
believe-
was 30 floors or above. I didn't think he was going anything lower than 30.
Well, that just shows how good your information was. And was it ever actually factually correct?
It was factually correct, yeah.
Did
In
you
Chicago,
stand outside the hotel and ask for an autograph one day?
No, but some of my buddies did.
Ah.
Yeah.
They call that seeking.
No, they call that boots on the ground research. All right, let's get into some clips.
That's hockey, baby!
So we started with Tampa Bay. Like you said, Sean, they've lost 5 straight, 8 of their last 10.
Yeah.
So what is the panic meter in Tampa?
Ooh,
I love this, Cooch.
that's just him moving it, right?
Yeah, get that fucking camera out of my face.
Right.
So
How's this guy?
Cooper is like the player's coach in the league, right?
Yeah.
He's always smoking cigars. He's kind of buddy-buddy with
His players
the
love
guys.
him.
Yeah. Is that the kind of coach you liked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Tom Rennie was similar. A guy that lets men be men and, holds them accountable when they need to be held accountable, but also gives guys some rope.
Yeah.
Like, it's a game of inches and there's changes and momentum and shit happens. So it's fine. He's just trying to end the suffering. He knows the guys are going to pull them out.
I mean, what do you think of that right there with Stammer's?
I think it was a stupid fucking clip. Your hockey IQ of all the clips.
A nice one-y.
I mean, he's
I mean,
wide
it was
open
a-
the tops of the circles. here.
Yeah,
You
there was
gotta
a little
cover the
bit
guy.
of a breakdown. I get it. This goal, same thing. Like, yeah, Cooch stick checks. Yeah.
No, I mean Stamkos made a decent back check here. I thought he let him go the whole way.
But you have
he
a problem.
He gets it
You have
tipped,
a problem with Sergachev stepping up there.
right?
What
I mean,
the fuck do you want?
he leaves the guy. He gets puck sucked. He
Puck
leaves
sucked.
He leaves
Puck
his
sucked.
man.
puck sucked.
What is that? Not proper terminology for you?
That's L.A. roller hockey terminology right there, bro.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Great shot.
You know, I've been critical of Cooper in the past, mainly
Yeah.
because there's a couple of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Islanders, a little bit of that. Thought he was kind of smug. But O'Brien loves Coop. Everybody loves Coop.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Coop. My bad.
What you got these arrows and shit out here, Scotty, or what are you
Circles.
trying to show me?
I'm just trying to show you that they all collapse right in front
There
of
he
the net.
is.
No one's playing a defensive structure at all.
Yeah.
Look at
All
this
right.
guy.
You guys are just
He
running
looks
around.
good. You know what I love too? He always wears the same suit, same color tie. Like he just keeps it simple. I wear a blue suit.
Oh, look at you with the morning skate.
So, because of all the Kucherov Stamkos healthy scratch stuff, I decided to throw in the time that you were a healthy scratch.
Digging
Maybe
up
you
old
can-
wounds.
Maybe you can give us some insight into this.
I hadn't even.
Every time that we come out and put our gear on and come to play, we have a job to do. So adversity is part of the game. And
I look real impressed.
Yeah. You really look like you believe what you're talking about.
Why'd you turn it down?
Just so we don't have the echo in the background. Will you give us a little insight into this?
Well,
Do you
now I
remember?
can't even hear it.
Well, you're saying it says this.
Yeah, I'm blah 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 blah.
I hope
blah,
to get
blah,
a second chance.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
I hit
blah.
a sore spot with you on this one?
No, he scratched me. I guess that was my first scratch. I mean, I looked terribly disinterested in having that conversation with anyone. I'm more interested. Rewind it. I'm more interested in seeing just the bounce in my step. Look at that.
Is this after the scratch? This is you practicing as a healthy scratch.
Morning skate. Yeah. So at least I'm still going hard. I'll tell you that.
Good style, I will give you that. Tongues out.
Best style.
$4,500 or $4,500 bucket.
Sean,
Best style.
what is
Rewind
it
that.
for
Let's
you?
just watch it one more time.
For you, what could have gotten you? You have various things that could get you as a healthy scratch.
He was just always trying to do it, you know?
And that was Tortorella, yeah?
Yeah. But I'm going hard there. See, I
you're trying to
normally
impress him.
so if I had a jersey on, like a game jersey, it wouldn't be that big because I think I was the first to start hemming my jersey.
Really?
Yeah, Cass always put a hem on my jerseys.
Any origin to 16? Why'd you wear 16?
Brett Hull.
Okay.
Yeah. Brett Hull.
All right, the next one is
Oh fuck.
the tilt
What
in the lightning saber.
what a fucking punch. He found this punch. Watch him wait. Look at, and he sees it. Boom. This kid is a killer.
Clocked.
This kid is a killer.
Is he new?
Yeah, they just got him at the deadline, but I didn't know who he was. They're calling people out on the ice. This kid
he's-
was fucked
He's
up.
in one.
Who is that? Is the coach of the Buffalo Sabres?
Yeah. I also like the Sabres unis.
Yeah, they're
Those
cool.
are great throwbacks.
Buys those uniforms.
Really? You don't like them?
I do not.
Oh,
I
no?
like them. They're old school. So then we kind of rolled into, this was a fight in the AHL, goalie fight.
Yeah, I like it. Wasn't much of a fight. Michael, you love this shit, yeah?
Love it. I got to imagine it's trickier to fight with the equipment on.
Oh, totally.
Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Almost impossible, I would assume. Were you ever a part of a goalie fight when you played?
Absolutely. I was in a great fight, Detroit, Colorado. Dominic Hasek, Patrick Waugh. You remember when the Dominator came in and he slipped on a stick?
I do remember that clip.
I remember that as well.
Yeah.
And he fell into the back of Patrick's legs. And then Waugh was like, oh, this is Potvin, the cat.
I mean, this is a
Is
pretty
that
good...
Ryan Miller?
Yeah, this is a pretty good tilt right here.
He lives in L.A.
Is that Felix Potvin? No.
No, that's Bernier.
Bernier. See,
Bernier and
Miller
Ryan
knows how to
Miller.
fight. See how
Sure
he...
does.
Did Lundqvist ever get into it?
No, God, no.
Did you
Our
see the
fucking bench would
you
have...
see the TNT
Oh!
where he was talking about getting a haircut?
Yeah,
All his haircuts are only $7.
yeah.
Is that
Oh! Bernier throwing bombs here. Heavy bombs. What a fucking fight. This is the best goalie fight of all time.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Doesn't make a ton of sense, though, does it?
So with all the goalie stuff, I also just wanted to get into the Brodeur of it. Avery rule.
Yeah.
How did this come about?
I was getting penalties. Brodeur's a genius.
Uh-huh.
He understood the game. He understood how to manipulate the game. Referees were afraid of him. He had a lot of clout, okay? So if you went in front of his net and you did it too often, he would tap you in the back of your legs and you would fall into him and you'd get an interference penalty. Now, I had the luxury of being able to play on the 5-on-3 with, who's out there? Yager, Gomez, Shanahan, Drury, and I'm in front. So I said,
hurt him when you scored that.
No matter what, I'm not taking a penalty because I'm not getting off this 5-on-3 because I'd love a pass like that for a Tapparuni. So when I got to the front of the net, I just turned around and I faced him and I put my fucking hand in his face because of my look at the black eye I had there too.
You're banging on all cylinders right now. Black eye.
Yeah.
In a war in New York. They love it.
Yeah. So that was the move. And, the next shift I came down, I got this pass. Tic-tac-toe, bing, bang,
But
Gomer.
was this like heat of the moment? You just decided to do it, or did you decide before the game?
No.
Hey, this is a good strategy to go into it with.
No. I bet you I took a penalty early in the game. And maybe I was terrified to take another penalty. That's probably what happened.
How high at that point was he on your aggravation list, or was it just that he was the goalie? Did you guys have any pre-existing?
Oh yeah, many run-ins. My first game.
Right, so it's an ongoing thing with you guys.
Oh yeah. And I was viciously mean with him with the shit that I was saying to him, which I now kind of regret because I don't know. I mean, he was going through some shit, and
do we know? Has there ever been another person in the NHL who's gotten a rule named after them?
I don't believe so.
Michael?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
And did you know that it was going to kind of blow up into a thing after this?
Ask me more importantly, what did Chris Drury whisper into my ear?
What did he whisper into your ear? Take it, eat, dial it down, guy.
He said turn around, didn't he?
He said, Aves, Coho's going to give you a penalty. He's yelling. Quickly.
Right.
Aves, he's going to give you a penalty. Whoever was in the corner, whatever referee it was, I think he was yelling. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, he doesn't know what to do, right?
And then I was just not listening, and Drew's on the back door, and he's looking at the ref yelling at me, going, what the fuck are you doing? And he came over, and he just told me real quickly, and I don't know.
Do we know how quickly they banned that? Was it,
it was overnight.
Day.
It was
overnight they banned it.
It was overnight.
Damn.
Nobody ever thought of that before?
That's crazy, right?
It was overnight. I think that was my birthday, and I think that somebody threw me a surprise birthday party afterwards, and we went out and got kind of banged up. Yeah. And I think I woke up the next morning and somebody had told me, I got a text message.
They passed a rule.
Yeah, was totally illegal. You had to do it with the NHLPA approval. You can't just do that shit, but whatever. I had no issues with it. I didn't call anyone and go, hey, how do they use my likeness?
Right.
Are they allowed to do this? No, I was in the middle of a playoff series. I didn't give a fuck.
And one of the crazier parts is that you do it, and then you immediately get a goal.
Yeah.
You scored 20 seconds after the first time you did it.
And stupid question. You're waving your stick, right? Which you could argue is the high sticking thing. What if you didn't raise your stick and you just used your hand? Can you do that?
Maybe that's
or
an
just
interpretation.
A shield,
There's an interpretation of everything at this point in life.
Yeah.
All right.
It would be not breaking the Avery rule if you didn't have your stick above your head.
Right.
What if you're just waving a hand?
Am I truly a man?
Are you truly a man? It's interesting though. Do you feel not guilty, but you look back and you go, all right, that's me as a kid saying dumb things that I wouldn't say now, or do you regret it?
No, that Brodeur stuff, I regret it. I regret it.
When's the last time you've seen him? Forever ago?
Yeah.
You guys are cool now, yeah?
Well, I haven't seen him. No, I don't think we're cool.
The last time you saw him was at the handshake. And he
he didn't shake my hand. Why would we be cool?
Did you try to shake his hand?
Time has passed.
I did.
Competitors competing.
I got the pullout, and it was embarrassing. I can still actually remember it. I was like, "What? Wait, that fucking guy just didn't shake my hand. I put my hand out.
You had your hand.
That's
out.
embarrassing.
He hung you out to dry.
Yeah, it's
no
like
words spoken.
It's like a psych,
right?
But it's worse than a psych because he didn't present his hand.
Right.
I just assumed the hand was going to be there.
Right.
And he just did a total drive-by. Pulled his hand out of the line.
You got to
some
figure
would say
he's being proactive, probably assuming that you're not going to shake his hand, so he's not going to hang himself out to dry by throwing his hand out there after all that to then get rejected by you.
I wish he had a fucking just drop me.
It would have been easier. Would it
It
have been
just would be
easier?
way more legendary at this point.
You know what I loved is his what were they? Enterprise rent-a-car commercials that they used to play. You
They were
see those?
tough. They were
They
tough.
played those for every commercial in the I don't know a couple years ago playoffs.
They were tough. All right, keep going.
Yeah, next one is Michael. Who is the head coach of the Sharks? Is it Dan Quinn? You know?
Sorry, I was dealing with a technical thing back here.
Oh, tech problems on
glitch.
quick shift.
Who's the
I
head
think
coach of the Sharks?
I think it's Dan Quinn, but
It is Dan Quinn. Yep.
yeah.
so he kind of gets heated here.
Ooh. Fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
You
You
suck.
It was great
fuck
until he hit him with
yourself.
the "you suck." You know,
Asshole.
I feel
fuck
that-
you, fuck you, you fucking suck, not you suck, right? If you could write your dialogue, Kev, would you say fuck you, you fucking suck, or fuck you, you suck? How do you
I'd
land
say,
the?
fuck you, you fucking simp.
I was gonna say when you go Doug Ellen, just call him a cuck.
No, you got to make it hit, and you got to get your. You got to
It's got to land.
Yeah, you got to land the plane. You got to get the shit out of you.
Who was that beauty?
He's
Say that-
pissed.
Who was that
I think it was
beauty?
the
The backup goalie.
So I kind of just rolled into more coach stuff. I feel like hockey's really the only sport where the coaches get this animated. Like Phil Knight in basketball back in the day used to do when you throw the chair across.
Well,
the
they're
court,
close
but-
to each other, right?
Yeah, but it's
Bobby
just
Knight.
I wish you had a.
Bobby Knight. Thank you.
I wish
Who's
you
Phil
had
Knight,
a. I wish you had a clip. Look at Rob Ray. Look at the killer Rob Ray in between the boxes there.
But the commentators are going, the guy on the right is like 68 years old, and he's just yapping.
Well, did you see? I wish you had a clipped. See, your hockey IQ is not that great. Dino, great play, but
Old North Stars. Go ahead about my IQ.
Scotty Bowman, and Mark Crawford is the coaches fight you want to
yeah?
see. Yeah, you don't know it? Oh, this is great. This is an old school one.
Oh my God, who
They
is
get
that?
they actually get
This
to
is,
fight.
this
Who
is-
just went down?
on the left is Herbie Brooks.
Herb Brooks.
Yep.
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice.
Herb.
Yeah, he wants it.
He wants it. He's
He
not
wants
bluffing.
it.
By the way, it looks like they both want it.
Yeah. These
He
guys.
just ran his fingers through his hair.
Unbelievable. He's
Making
got a
sure the hair
gold
looks
pinky
good.
watch.
My God, what's
Oh,
happening?
you have
there?
this one.
I got it.
All right.
Yep.
Thank God.
Can you correct my IQ, please?
Yeah, you're good. I didn't think you had it.
I got it. So
right.
are you on this squad?
No. This is
I mean, this never would happen anymore or any of that, right?
well, just the fact that Scotty was that Stevie was actually motherfucking the coach of the other team.
Right.
Like Stevie,
He's a veteran, not doing that.
he would never let anybody have his smoke because he is the smoke.
Right.
You know, there's nothing that would. It's like Joe Sakic. It's similar. So rewind that because I want to see. Stevie was pissed.
Right. He doesn't need to be doing that.
Look at him.
I mean, thank God they got plexiglass in between the benches. There's a lot of fistfights, right?
Oh yeah. So now Scotty's like, Barry, get the fuck out of the way.
I wonder what.
Barry, get out of the way.
I wonder what.
Let me
Eisner
handle
was so
this.
Worked up about. Wonder what Iser.
I don't know what it was.
What was Izzy kid so bent out of shape about?
Yeah, and then this one's a little more recent with Patrick Waugh. I think this might have been like his first or second game as a head coach.
Yeah, well, he's a
But
savage.
he really
I was
goes up the
gonna
glass
say.
here.
He's a savage.
Yeah.
Talk about not wanting any smoke. You do not want it with
Yeah.
Patrick Waugh.
No way.
Any
No coach in the league wants that.
any takes on Bruce Boudreau and his stint in where was Bruce at?
Ah, Gabby. Gabby's the best.
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Oh, that was
Never
terrible.
saw this
Yeah.
clip of her.
That was sad.
Mad.
That's a joke. That's an absolute joke, is what it is.
Because
I'm pissed off, okay?
Go to fucking donut, you fat fuck. That's what he says.
Look, see, if I want to explain it to you, I would.
And we get a penalty on the play? That's a joke. That's the definition of a joke right there.
Get that through your head? I guess so. Yeah. And then talk away from behind.
This is the most. You know, there's not a lot of things that gets me thinking after I've seen it, like that sits with me in my belly, in my brain, and I go, "Wow, what a move!" All right, this is one of the most outrageous things I have ever seen in the hockey world in my entire life. Tyler Bertuzzi does not put any tape on the top of his stick.
He doesn't even have the plug at the end, I don't think. I
No.
think it's just wide open.
Yeah,
Is that legal?
feel
It's
like
dangerous.
It's dangerous, yeah.
Sharp.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
This guy's living on the edge, and I can't imagine what his bag looks like that he packs for a road trip. Like a guy that's this carefree, he's rolling with minimal underwear, a couple of pairs of socks. This guy is just rolling.
So you think the tape job dictates
God.
everything that he brings on the road?
Yeah, I like that tape job.
Yeah, so the Sharpie's got the full sleeve.
Yeah, I like that. You
So
don't
So you're
like
saying
that,
the
Kev?
tape job could be indicative or
personality.
reflective.
I can
of
see
what
inside your soul.
Really?
Yeah, and I know what Tyler Bertuzzi is rolling with.
By
And
the way,
that
that's
kid's
a
a
big tape
fucking
job.
party. He's fun.
I feel like as the game's gotten more creative and the dangles have come in, people have gotten crazier with their tape job. That it's evolved.
I don't. Bobby Orr had one piece of tape on his stick, which is also fucking outrageous.
So what do you think? Well, that's crazy.
This is
This is
crazy.
Kessel the candy cane.
Because you never know where he's going to want to put his hand.
That's just so stupid.
I guess it's technically for grip, but like now all the sticks are grip anyways.
I
There's
don't know.
really no need to do it.
But what could be the benefit of not having a piece of tape or anything on the back of your stick? What could be the benefit? I mean,
I don't
obviously-
see any.
So this is Pasta. He kind of does the one tape job.
Pasti?
Pasty kid.
Yeah, he's your
King of
guy.
the league.
He's your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes tape on the end of his blade.
Or is it part of his? Is it a play on his
Pizzazz?
fashion style? Is that like a?
Well, I think.
What do you
his-
got to say about that, Michael?
Well, I was going to bring up that Bertuzzi, not just the crazy tape job, but being the lone standout NHL player to not get vaccinated, also
God.
says a lot about the guy.
Interesting correlation. Interesting correlation. A guy that doesn't put any tape on the top of his stick. You know what? Now that I think about it, I could see that that's a man who could live unvaccinated. I think that that's a guy that could say, you know what? I don't even put tape on the top of my hockey stick, and I'm sure it's
Certainly
fuck
not
not
gonna get
taking that
vaccinated.
vaccine.
No
Certainly
tape,
not
no
getting
tape, no vax. No. It works.
No, interesting.
How did you tape your stick? What'd you go with?
I had a mild sleeve. I had a light sleeve. It was like a 1/over, just as the started to. What I really wish is that I had Braden Point's pattern when I played.
Did you go cover the toe or no?
Yeah.
And how many times would you retape your stick? In between periods, guy, or in between games?
In between periods.
Really?
Even if I had scored, I would take the tape off and put new tape on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a thought, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. Is it possible that candy cane thing, it gives you a grip at any level, right? So wherever your hands are on your stick, if you got to go low to the blade or whatever, or am I?
If you need to rely on tape to get a grip on the stick, you're
Well,
in the wrong
I would
business.
defer to Pasternak in that situation, Sean.
Right.
With due respect.
I think
if
it's
Pasta believes that he gets better grip on that stick for a 1-E for wherever he is, then that's what it is.
By the
right?
way, look at the goalie skates now. You want to talk about evolution in equipment? No. Give it. So, look at the goalie skates now.
Yeah.
They're player skates.
Right.
The evolution of the goalie skate, look how high they are off the ice.
Why is
they're,
that?
So that there's clearance for the pad. I think that they make them that way somehow. Maybe the blades are, I don't know, but they're just incredible. And I love these jerseys.
Hey, Michael, I texted you the stat on this Jack Hughes shit. So this is Jack Hughes' longest shift in NHL
Did
history.
you hear this, Sean?
This is about 2 months ago, I think.
Wait,
7-minute shift.
Yeah, Michael, do you know the exacts?
I don't
Yeah, it
believe
was
that.
6 minutes and 2 seconds. There were stoppages of play in between. He stayed on the ice. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever want to do that, especially when it's not like a.
That's the most gangster move I've ever heard. I've never heard of anything so gangster.
Yeah, I guess there was like
By his coach and by Hughes.
7 stoppages on the shift, so he had opportunities.
So
to
it
get
wasn't
up
like he
his-
got stuck out there. He got pinned out there.
No.
So first of all, maybe second on that list, I bet would be Nick Lidstrom or I don't know. Yeah, I would say Nick Lidstrom probably had some
Yeah.
long ones, but that
I think Michael's got the next guy.
I think it's John Klingberg. So that would be my guess. Is probably a defenseman. I would imagine Drew Doughty, somebody like that, would be up there too.
Jesus,
Yeah,
John
defenseman.
Klingman.
Klingberg.
Klingberg.
Oh yeah, Klingberg.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Klingberg.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
he just got caught out there because
Well, that's the difference, right? Getting stuck
Yeah.
out there on a bad
Sergey's
shift.
had some long fucking shifts before too, but like that's
with
like a
7
3-minute.
7 whistles.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's half the period.
Sean, let me ask you this. That's, by the way, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sean, let me ask you this. If you're a superstar player, right? Can you, does Jack Hughes be like, I'm not coming out?
Yeah.
Like, is that him saying, I'm not coming out?
Yeah,
like,
Jaromir
I'm still
Jagr. Jaromir
Jagr, like,
Ja-
if McDavid wants to stay on, he stays on.
I mean,
right?
also on this clip, they're down by 2 to the Islanders. They pulled the goalie with 5 minutes left to play. So they're on an extended power play. Hughes is probably the high guy like Kucherov. So he's not skating all that much, really, if they're in zone.
7 minutes long, 6 minutes is a long time.
It's a
bro.
long time. And and I guess the shift before that, he had like a minute and 45, which is a long shift.
Jaromir Jagr in his prime, there wasn't a coach that he had in the NHL in the history that took him off the ice in a power play without asking Yogs first.
Wow.
And it was a telepathic kind of looking at him type of thing. Sometimes Yogs was probably like, no, just don't even ask. But you didn't take Yogs off a power play, a coach, without asking Yogs first.
Hey, Michael, what's the biggest game with the most logged ice time of any player ever in an NHL game for the whole game?
I'm going to look it up right now. I would guess that it's probably 27, 28 minutes.
No, fuck. Come on, Michael. Stop guessing.
Well, I'm going to
Just
look it up.
fucking-
I just was presented with the question. Give me a sec. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, well, we don't. I don't want to guess because that's so low.
As he's looking it up, what was
Are you
Jagr-
counting overtime?
That's a fair. I'm open for discussion.
Yeah.
I'm open for
No,
discussion.
I don't think it can have overtime.
No. All right.
'Cause I mean,
Let's
you
just
get
call
the-
it a regular.
You get the playoffs.
Let's go
overtimes are
60 minutes.
Most minutes
Three
played in a
periods.
60-minute game.
Yeah.
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 You're gonna have somebody in the 34, 36 range, a defenseman.
Like one of these defensemen, Adrian O'Coin. I remember he used to play 30.
Adrian O'Coin.
Yeah.
Easy with the plus 30 minutes
He used
for
to
an
log,
Adrian O'Coin.
He used to log big minutes
For who?
for the Islanders.
Oh. And all those big minutes those Islander players have been playing over the years.
As Michael's looking up this stat, what was Jagr like to play with? Like, what was his pregame preparation?
Well,
like?
he didn't cut his toenails because he thought he had special powers in his
Wait,
toes.
for how long?
Long time. As long as he was hot.
Wouldn't his skates get too small?
They would literally grow over his toes.
They would like curl in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
that's-
getting. I always was like, Yogs, what happens if you get hit with a shot?
Right.
He's like, I don't get hit with a shot.
I don't get hit with shots.
I don't get hit with shots, bro.
All right, Michael's got something. Michael, what do you got?
So in regulation, in just 3 periods, the most ever on ice, time on ice in a game is Erik Karlsson, 2015-2016, Ottawa Senators with 36 minutes, 34 seconds.
Wow.
Dude, that's half the game. It's
Do
more
me-
than half the
Wow.
game.
It's more than half a game. Do me a favor. Google Adrian O'Coin average playing. By the way, 36 is higher than I thought. That's a lot.
We'll give Michael some time to do this, and we'll roll into Scotty's picks.
All right.
Like I said, I was 0 for 3 last week. I think you jinxed me, Avery. Tonight's games, we got a good slate. I'm going to go Coyotes -2, Maple Leafs, and then the Lightning.
All right.
I think
so
the Lightning is going to right the ship tonight.
All right. You spread it around a little bit.
Yeah, and I like the odds with the Leafs. They're +115 on the road at the Devils, so that gives you some good odds. $100 to win
Oh.
1,000.
Toronto's not beating Jersey.
I was going to say,
Home
in this
Jersey.
episode of Scotty's Picks,
Yeah.
I would like to tell you that this first pick
No good.
belongs in the garbage pail because I think that the Devils are going to win that game for sure.
Yeah.
Do you either of you want to make a gentleman's bet?
No.
Why not?
I mean,
this is
bet-
your thing.
What's the bet? What's the bet on?
I would bet a bottle of Johnny Blue.
That what? That your parlay comes in?
No, that you guys don't like the Maple Leafs pick, so I'd do a straight up bet on the Leafs.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. By the way, I'm more interested in Scotty. That drink was full. How long have we been recording, guys?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes. That's good. Hey, do you have any?
It's a fucking.
by the way,
Consumption time.
Really flies by here. Hey, what do you got on Adrian O'Coin?
Okay, so in 2002, 2003, he averaged 29 minutes of time on ice.
Yeah.
What do you got to say about that, Aves?
It's not 34 or 36.
Saying,
But that's an average. So that's average the whole
Yeah,
season.
and
That's
on a
pretty
team,
good.
on an awful fucking team.
the point is that I didn't just pull that out of thin
It's
air.
big, it's a good number. It's a good number.
Good number.
Are you creating content over there for the Quick Shift Pod TikTok?
Yeah, I just sent you some videos that you can use.
Yeah,
All right,
Scotty, I
keep
don't
going.
like this first pick. What else do you got, bro? Because right now, Scotty's picks.
Well, that's it. That's all he's got.
No, I got
we
one
got a
more.
couple. What is this?
This is the last one. So
Ooh.
I did this one for you, Kev. Islanders to win every period +800. I like the odds.
Nice bet.
$100 wins you $900. So
Nice
the
bet.
Islanders got to win every period.
Yeah. They could. They got a shutout in
I
them.
would
They
like
got
to-
Samsonov.
By the way, I
right?
would like to. I would
Sorokin.
like to. Bro, Sean, you are the worst. Scotty, I would like to take $100 here.
Yeah, you're in on
I'd
this
like
one.
to take $100 here.
I love the odds. It's rare, obviously, at a plus 800.
The
but-
other thing too, it's a fun bet for your team.
Yeah.
Right. $100.
But you realize that
To win 800?
if the first period ends 0-0, you lose the bet.
Hey, Michael, what are the odds?
I got a couple marbles rolling around, bro.
Michael, what are the odds that Sorokin wins the Vezina Trophy this year? Can you look that up for us? All right. What else? Anything
By
else?
the way, this is great. This guy's still playing the whole time we're talking. He's still on
This
the
is
ice.
still the huge
This
shift.
is still his shift?
Yes.
Yeah, this is still the shift.
Get
Still
the
going
fuck
on,
out of
yes.
No, that's all I got for this week's episode.
here. Wow.
Oh, we did. We did.
You
30
didn't use any Connor McDavid clips
We
this
got-
year, and you're a hockey savant.
I mean, I want
This episode?
I want to do more banter than you like breaking down, going NHL Network analysis.
Well, that's what people want to see, Scotty.
no, people want to hear your Yager stories. They want to hear what your tape job
your
was.
tape job and your skates.
Are we talking about what people want to hear on TikTok or what actually people want to
Don't
hear?
knock. Don't hate on the. He hating on the ticky.
Yeah, he's hating
Don't
on the
hate on the
ticky.
TikTok, bro.
What
Did
do
he
you-
just hit
shi-
the crossbar
The quick
on that?
shift TikTok is exploding right now. Bro. What are you
Exploding.
Alright.
talking about?
Yeah, and make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel,
Subscribe to the
following
YouTube
us.
channel. Scotty, do we have a third pick or was just those two picks?
It was just those two picks.
By the way,
Hey,
the Islanders, I'm on it.
Michael, quickly, Copley's mask. What does he have on his mask?
Phoenix Copley. He's got
Copley?
yep, fastest
We already
king,
got that one wrong.
fastest king to 20 wins in franchise history.
Okay.
20 wins in 29
No,
games.
we don't care about the stats, bro. We
Yeah,
want to know about this. We
That's a
want to
great
know about
stat
his
there.
environmental.
So he's got
Interesting
P22.
backstory. Okay, yeah.
He's
yeah.
got P22 on the mask. He's got the state of Alaska on one side. He's got the double candy canes on his chin.
Sean, he's an environmentalist.
And by the
bro.
way,
does that rub you the wrong way?
I
that
just
he's an
asked what
environmentalist?
fucking quote he has on the back of his
P22
mask.
is the mountain lion in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Right?
Very well
Yes.
aware of it. But and he's got Alaska, which means he's like a man of the earth.
Yeah, no, this guy's in touch with local news. I like it. What does it say on the back of the mask?
It
the
says,
quote.
"He who reigns within himself and rules passions, desires, and fears is more than a king."
Wow.
Sounds like a no gruffs opener.
You know what I
Yeah.
would say? That I was going to say. That's how you open up the next no gruffs.
Yeah.
But much like we said with the New York Ranger hat last week, it's a little busy.
It's a little busy.
No, he
There's a
who
lot going
reigns.
on in that
You know
quote.
what's going on. He who reigns.
Guy's a third string goalie, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And he's
First
just
of all,
now
don't
making his way up to
let
the
me
first
take
string.
a position with Michael. He's got the first guy to the quickest 20 wins in Kings goalie history. He's got P22 on his mask. This kid's a real fucking story.
Anyways, man, yeah, no.
And I don't like goalies.
Dude, I like the Kings. I'm not mad at
Is
it.
P22 the reason Quickie got traded?
Maybe.
Could it possibly be?
I think Quick got traded because he would like
'Cause he
to
makes
play
a
next
gazillion
year.
dollars.
Yeah.
And that was not in the plans for the franchise.
By the way, Michael, voice of God, is a Kings
I mean,
fan.
he's a homer. It's like listening to you talk about
He's a
Pasternak.
season ticket holder
At least
for
I
the
can
LA
speak.
Kings.
At least I can speak freely.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like a public apology to Adrian Acoin. Sean here on close out quick.
Yeah,
shows.
yeah. He had a good
29
one-timer.
minutes.
He had a hell of a one-timer. Big shin pads. Good penalty
Big
killer.
shin pads.
I actually want to get your guys' take on this, and we'll close out on this. Michael was in my office explaining to me, he's a season ticket holder, that he likes to explain the rules to people who go and watch a hockey game for the first time. So he likes explaining offsides and icing at the game. I think that's crazy.
I also think it's crazy, but it's something that he would do. I would just love to be a fly on the wall and hear him try to explain these
Break it
rules.
down.
I mean, like, split the difference.
Yeah.
If you need to know what icing is, maybe I can get you that
Yeah,
much
yeah.
information.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But
How do
at a
they all
certain-
decide to change?
Right. That's
What do you
That's a
say
great
when you
question.
get asked that?
right.
I get a lot of eye rolls from the other season ticket members and longtime King fans in the section.
Oh, Michael,
But,
for to have you sitting behind me explaining to your friend
Yeah. Right.
all
Yeah.
sides is
Can I get
and
the
how
seating
they,
chart,
I was
please?
going to say, please.
Just tell him to go watch D2 Mighty Ducks. They break it down well.
And a lot of it's common sense. We'll talk about it in the car.
Right.
I think that there is a need though to be able to grow the game, to be able to explain it, because we all grew up
He's a
knowing
sport
and
and
By this
learning
guy, the
game.
guy is a purist.
I
We
love
all
fucking
listen to
game.
our
Michael
fathers
is a
telling us about the
purist.
game.
I cannot believe this shift.
Yeah,
I cannot believe that this kid. There weren't that many stoppages.
There were
Seven
seven stoppages.
stoppages.
But
They were
still,
pretty quick.
Yeah.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a shift.
I have I have a last question since we are talking about coaches and the locker room with Coop and all that kind of stuff. Craig Berube, who was credited with the big win when St. Louis made their run for their cup a few years back, has come out and quoted as saying that our best players don't play with any passion, no emotion, no inspiration at all. The locker room has revolted against that, with star player Robert Thomas coming out saying, I couldn't disagree more. So when you have that kind of thing happening in the press, what's the energy like in the locker room?
Yeah, it's not good. Somebody's going to go. It's either going to be Berube or it's going to be Thomas at this point. I mean, and I would say that Thomas wins that battle.
I want to close on Jack Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
Down by 2. Goalie's out of the net.
Yep.
Why not play if you can, right? At his
of
age.
course.
Like, well, who else are we going to put out here, coach?
It's like a shift for me at Mar Vista.
It's like you in an LA roller hockey game.
Right.
By the way, Sean, just so you know,
But you're coaching.
Scotty would rather drop dead
Yeah.
than come off in either a power play or, God forbid, overtime or whatever it is. He's just not coming.
Yeah,
So you
see,
don't
I
even
could-
look for him. You're
I
like
could-
Jack Hughes. I wouldn't even.
I could never play on an amateur team, on a beer league team with guys that play that way.
Well,
Everybody plays equal. All
I'm
right.
like Yager, bro.
You shift, you change when you're tired. You're like Yager.
Yeah.
All right.
Scotty, we just saying that in the last season we lost every overtime game because
You were gassed out.
Well, you're pinning that on me.
I'm saying all of the first liners refused to come off.
I refuse to do this podcast any longer than Scotty doesn't have any liquid in his drink.
Fair enough.
We'll see you next week.
Quick shift.